Okay, guys, now our Tuesday joke comes from our pal Hearless Gaming, and I got to warn you beforehand. We've told way more offensive jokes, but I don't think we've told one quite as sexually disgusting as this as this one is. So, if how should I describe it? If graphic sexual content in in your jokes make you queasy, there will be a Wednesday joke tomorrow. But here we go. Mr. and Mrs. Smith have been, experiencing some difficulties in the intimacy of their relationship, so they go to see a sex therapist. The sex therapist takes their case and he says, let's see what we can do. And he does an examination, he does some tests, he goes through a whole litany of things, and they get done with it, and they're waiting for the therapist to come back out. They're in the waiting room, and he says, okay, he said, I think I've got a solution. What I want you to do is on the way home, I want you to buy a box of donuts and a bag of grapes. Mrs. Smith, I want you to toss the donuts at Mr. Smith's erect penis and eat all the ones that you make a ringer on. He says, Mr. Smith, I want you to roll the grapes at Mrs. Smith's very sensitive area, and I want you to eat all the grapes that make it into her love canal. And they're like, oh, all right, well, that sounds kind of fun. We'll give it a try. So the Smiths are talking to their friends, the Joneses, one time about, the great results they had. And the Joneses, unbeknownst to the Smiths, are also having issues, so they go to see that same therapist. Well, the same thing unfolds. He takes them in, and he does all his research. He does the tests, he does the exams and everything, and the Joneses are waiting out in the lobby for him. He comes out and he says, folks, I'm sorry, there's just not really anything I can do for you. And they're kind of upset. They say, but listen, you helped the Smiths. And he said, yeah, but that was a totally different case. There's just nothing really I can do for you. And they get indignant. They say, come on, please, we need help too. I don't know why you'd help them and not us. The doctor says, okay, fine. He says, on your way home, I want you to buy a box of Cheerios and a bag of grapefruits.